In this Act with Integrity segment, we'll focus on the RICO value take ownership. The basic definition of the RICO value take ownership is to assume full responsibility for consequences of one's behavior or decisions. In the challenging business situation you're about to see, taking ownership also meant understanding the link between individual job responsibilities and the overall goals and needs of the business, as well as admitting mistakes and fixing them. In this case, a manager was assigned to resolve a major customer issue that was not caused by his department. He was given wide financial latitude to collect a six-figure invoice that represented over 2 years' worth of meter reads. How did he balance the needs of the valued customer with the needs of the business? Would he take the path of least resistance, or would he take ownership?
This is unbelievable. A six-figure invoice going back over 2 years. My people don't have the time to audit this bill. We don't even have any idea what period these expenses apply to. We're a public company, and errors like this that cross financial periods can cause us significant issues. We might even have to restate our financials from previous years. The financial impact of a bill like this on our cash flow is huge. Did anybody on my team notice that they hadn't been getting an invoice from RICO? And didn't anybody from RICO realize they hadn't been paid by us in 2 years? Hi, Bob. This is Tom from Healthcare One. I'd like to talk to you about an invoice that I just received.
Thanks for coming in. I wanted to discuss this with you in person because it's so important.
Yeah, Pete, the healthcare specialist, gave me some background on the issues. One of his key healthcare customers just received an invoice over $250,000 for charges going back over 2 years. How does this happen?
It was a summary bill. You know the problems with the system. A bill won't generate until all meter reads are collected. In this case, when the last meter read was entered, it generated a bill back to 2007, and it went directly to the customer.
That's not supposed to happen. Any bill over $10,000 should come to me.
Just add it to the list of what went wrong with this account. Look, I know that you had nothing to do with this situation, but I want you to take charge of resolving this billing issue. Healthcare One is a good customer with lots of potential for growth. Not only do they buy RICO equipment to place in hospitals, but we get the service business too. Right now, they've placed over 300 units, and they're working on a proposal with another large healthcare network. This is not business we can afford to lose.
No, it's not, but we just can't write it off either.
No, we can't. Bob established a great business relationship with this customer, but they are understandably upset. They are talking about taking a look at another source for their service besides RICO. They want this problem fixed and fixed quickly. They don't want to have to restate their financials, and they need help sorting out what got billed when, and they don't want to have another problem like this again. And we need to collect what's overdue to RICO.
Well, what do you have in mind? What kind of flexibility are we talking about?
I don't expect you to recover the total amount, but try to get back more than half. That should give you some room for negotiation. Take charge, pull a team together, come up with a strategy, and help the customer.
Well, I'll do my best to come up with a solution that's a win-win for everyone.
You've never let me down in the past. Good luck and keep me posted.
This is a challenge. I've got a responsibility to the customer, and I've got a financial responsibility to my company. I know they've earned revenue on the equipment we sold them. We can't afford to lose them as a customer, but getting back a little more than half of the invoice doesn't help the company either. I believe the Region Vice President has already talked with some of you about the situation regarding Healthcare One. I need your help with developing a solution that helps the customer and helps RICO too.
We'll be able to provide you with the support you need.
My team is ready to help. I have pulled some of their summary bills for your review.
Okay, good. Let me share with you the parameters we need to work within.
Tom, good to see you.
Bob, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for coming. Let me start with some introductions. Sure. This is Vince Cloda, the Marketplace Manager.
Nice to meet you, Tom.
Pleasure.
And he will be discussing what happened with the situation, some actions that we'll be taking in the future to prevent it, and also make a presentation on what we're going to do to help fix it. Okay. We also have Jane Jones with us, our region controller, and she's here to ensure that the agreement that we come up with is sound from a financial perspective.
Terrific.
But before we get started, I want you to know that it's important for you to understand that RICO values your business. We want to have an open, honest discussion of the issues and possible solutions based on the solid business relationship we have established over the past few years. As you know, RICO has been in the process of phasing in an Oracle ERP over the past few years. That has had some challenges, some of which unfortunately have impacted you.
Tom, on behalf of the company, we want to apologize for any problems or issues this large summary bill has caused you. We've taken action to ensure that this will not happen again by making improvements in the way the summary bills are generated so that there is no delay in issuing the bill pending the entry of all meter reads. In addition, a person has been designated to monitor all your bills for accuracy on an ongoing basis. To save you time and effort, members of our customer admin staff were able to sort out the details of what financial periods the expenses occurred. Mistakes are made on our part, and we're willing to admit them, but we've taken the appropriate action to ensure that they won't happen again. Tom, I know that restating your financials was a big concern and cash flow was another. We've developed a proposal that I believe will address both your issues. Tom, we understand that. What we're proposing is to spread the remaining balance equally over the next 3 months. How does that sound? Tom, again, we appreciate your business and look forward to an expanded business relationship with Healthcare One.
Great, will do.
The Marketplace Manager could have easily settled the 2-year delayed bill for significantly less than the full amount. He was given that latitude by his manager. Instead, the manager and his team were willing to admit that mistakes were made and fix them, even though they were not the cause. In addition, the strategy the team developed showed they understood the link between their job responsibilities and the overall goals and needs of the business, which is what taking ownership is all about. In the process, they put the customer first, responded quickly, and improved quality. Not every situation in which we're asked to take ownership and act with integrity will be as financially critical to the company and to the customer as the one we just saw. But in taking ownership in the small day-to-day challenges we face, we will be prepared to act with integrity when those of significant impact occur. Do you know a manager who lives the RICO values every day, is customer and employee focused, and demonstrates the highest level of ethics and integrity? If so, please nominate the manager for the Business Integrity Award. Simply visit the RICO intranet homepage and then click the link for Employee Recognition Awards.